What if you lived alone, never leaving your own place, never talking to another person? That'd be sad, I think. So I decided to do it, in Stardew Valley, of course. Let's get started. We start with the character selection menu. Name, nobody. Farm, unknown. Favorite thing, being alone, of course. Round it all out with an edgy outfit, and our nobody is good to go. Oh yeah, I also chose the monster farm option because I thought it'd be a fun, nice little challenge. Now, the goal of this run is simple. I have no connections to the outside world. That means never talking to an NPC unless it's obviously forced dialogue, and never leaving the unknown farm. Let's see how far I can go before losing my mind. Unfortunately, the moment nobody gets to town, he's bombarded by someone named Robin trying to talk to him. Just abhorrent behavior from the residents of the valley. We skip through this talking, obviously, and immediately wake up in a bed next to some seed. We also get told to meet people, as if the game is taunting our detrimentally shy friend Nobody. We ignore this goal and immediately start doing the only thing we can do, clearing some land. I do this for a bit, plant some seeds, and place a sign out front showing off my seed to decorate the place. After a hard day of working to 11:50 a.m., we pass out. The next day, we do some more clearing and put some blockades up, just in case anyone from town thinks we're friends. I check out some cave and there's nothing at all there, so we abandon that quickly. Forging levels up, which basically means we can make crappy Nature Valley bars, but at least our nobody can sustain himself past 5 hours a day. By Friday the 5th, we have some parsnips growing. Success! Perfect timing too, since this is the day I've decided to stay past nobody's bedtime of noon so we can fight some monsters. I was really excited about this going into, as I imagined it would essentially be like an 8-bit Doom. It's not. It's terrible. I think I fought maybe 3 or 4 monsters in total, and they were all bats. I went against so many bats I felt like a pitcher. I'm sorry, that was a terrible joke. On Sunday the 7th, our farming leveled up, increasing our ability to use hoes, which only further emotionally damages Nobody, as it reminds him that nobody loves him. One of the biggest things I began to notice on this run was how many items I simply couldn't craft without leaving the farm to either buy or mine. At this point, about 50 minutes into the run, I began to see some potential issues with Nobody's policy of isolationism. But nonetheless, for science, I trekked onward. I continued clearing the land as best I could, thinking this would be the only goal I could achieve, but a good one at that. The large boulders and tree stumps that remained unbreakable until I talked to the blacksmith stared as a cold reminder of my failures. Despite this slippery slope of depression, on Sunday the 20th, a woman named Marnie showed up at my house uninvited. Somehow made it past my blockades. So, I don't know what happened there. But anyways, I was forced to talk to her so I could take this cat she had, which I decided to name Nemo. On Monday the 22nd of either spring or summer, I can't tell how the seasons work. I've only played the game for a little bit. I don't know. One of those 2 months. It wasn't cold. Anyways, on that day, I got pretty bored with what was going on of clearing the land and maybe farming whatever I could find. So what I decided to do is just make my farm look really, really ugly, just to kind of match the personality of our character. I did this and it ended up actually throwing my character and myself into a bigger depression than the 1920s. And so we decided to sleep for about a year. During this year-long sleep, a random week in it just happened to have an earthquake and an explosion. I have no idea what that was about, but both days I checked and there's no damage to my house, so honestly I didn't really care. Anyways, by the time I awoke from this year-long hibernation, it was the dead of winter and the ending of our adventure. It was frigid and bitter out there. I was walking amongst newly dead trees and rocks, with snow crunching underneath my foot and wind blowing abrasively against my face. I realized there how little I had accomplished. The land I thought I had tamed had all grown back, and there was nothing left to show the mark I had on this valley. I sat in the middle of this frozen wasteland, feeling empty and alone, with no one in town to turn to and no one to talk to. It was at this moment I had an epiphany, that no man is an island. The only way to truly leave an impact on the world is through your actions towards others. Life cannot be defined only by the things we do, but more so by the lives we touch. And so I exited out of Stardew Valley and decided to play something else. Things were getting a bit too dramatic for me. Anyways, thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know if you like this, so I'll make more going forward. Catch you on the flip side. Bye.